even this late in the game, I still have to be a nice person by not forcing you guys to watch me play the Elegy of Emptiness another 3 times. If you didn't get what I said about the Elegy of Emptiness being repetitive, now you definitely must. Hey everybody, it's the Mick Master 14. Welcome back to more of The Legend of Zelda Majora's Mask. In the last episode, we took down Adala, Goat, and York as the Fierce Deity. And in this episode, we are going to be taking down Twin Mold and Majora as the Fierce Deity. We're going to be starting with Twin Mold because obviously I'm here at Stone Tower Temple. And honestly, unlike the Goat fight, which was helped a little with the Fierce Deity's Mask, the Twin Mold fight really isn't helped at all by the Fierce Deity's Mask. So, just so you know, I'm going to be switching to the Giant's Mask like partway through the fight, so that I can actually get it done quickly. And also, you may have seen it in my inventory for a split second, but I also brought some Chateau Romani with me. I feel like I'll need it, so that's why I brought it. Speaking of that, I'm actually going to drink it right now. Anyway, let's jump down to fight Twin Mold again. And you could actually see for a split second that I actually landed on something. Once again, we meet the falsely advertised giant masked insect Twin Mold. Once again, I do not understand why the developers thought it was necessary to say that every boss had a mask in this game. Anyway, we still fight Twin Mold the same way. It just try to hit his tail with the sword beam. And actually, something that makes this fight a lot easier with the Giant's Mask. Like I said, with the Giant's Mask, you can actually hit Twin Mold in both his head and his tail. Whereas with the Fierce Deity's Mask, you can only hit him in his tail. I guess their tails, because it's 2 of them. So you can probably guess it's going to be very hard to get hits off. Alright, it's coming this way. There we go, I actually got a hit off. Yeah, I'm probably not going to do this entire fight as the Fierce Deity. I just wanted to show that the Fierce Deity's Mask doesn't really help at all in this fight. Oh, he actually hit me. Now, come on. I want to at least do a little bit of damage to ya. Well, it seems that in my opinion, the sword beam is going to move slower than most projectiles, so you're going to have a hard time hitting him with the Fierce Deity sword than with arrows. Yeah, I can even get hits off him when he's moving like straight at me. Why is it targeting like beneath the ground? Like, wait, was there some other enemy that was supposed to be fighting along with the Twin Mold fight? Alright, this is taking forever, so I'm gonna switch to the giant. There we go, I at least got another hit off. Alright, at least want to take down the blue half as Fierce Deity. I got another hit off. I'm doing good now. Yeah, I can't hit him in the head. I'm actually getting hits off of the red half now. That's good. take down the blue half. Alright, so I actually did manage to take down one half of Twin Mode with the Fierce Deity Mask. That was kind of my goal. Right, now, let's see if I can take down the red half as the Fierce Deity. If I can't, I'll just switch to the Giant Mask. Yeah, I could probably have killed Twin Mode 2 times now if I just used the Giant Mask. Come on, nah. You know what, screw it. I'm just gonna put on the Giant's Mask now, because this is gonna take way too long if I don't use it. Alright, Tail's coming right here. There we go, I got one hit off. Wait. Okay, no, you can't destroy Twin Mode's head once it's on the ground. I don't want to get too far out, because if you get too far out, you actually sink in the sand. Because that has happened before me. If you go too far away from the center of the arena, you do sink in the sand. It's like quicksand out there. Are you gonna attack? You actually got hit a lot there. It's probably only gonna be like 1 or 2 more hits till he's done. Alright, where are ya? Oh, you're coming up right. Oh, there we go. Just one more hit, and that was the Twin Mode fight as the Fierce Deity slash Giant Link. Like I said, Fierce Deity's Mask doesn't really help in this fight. I just felt like I would show it in case people were wondering. Anyway, step into the portal and say goodbye to Twin Mode. Anyway, with that fight that probably took a really long time, it's time for me to pull out my ocarina. And we're going to first be playing the Song of Double Time, so that it can be night of the 3rd day. Alright, so now let's soar back to Clock Town. And also, I'm not sure if anyone actually noticed, but you do get all your masks back if you reset time or complete the game when you're inside the moon. Like, see? You have all your masks back, so you don't have to worry about losing them forever if you trade them away. Oh, and it's probably important to mention, you have to trade all your masks away in order to get the Fierce Deity's Mask. For if you don't, then Majora will actually say you only have weak masks, and he won't give you the Fierce Deity's Mask. So if you want to have that really overpowered mask and the entirety of Majora's fight to be a cakewalk, then you'd best get all 20 non-transformation masks and hand them over to Majora. Although I'm not sure why they're called 20 non-transformation masks, because it's very clear that the Giant's Mask is a transformation mask. Like, it has the whole cutscene and turning Link into a giant. It's definitely a transformation mask. I don't see why people call it a non-transformation mask. It clearly is. Okay. I guess all we have to do now is just wait for another 4 to 5 minutes for it to be the final hours. I guess while we're doing this, I could talk about a few cool things in this game. There are a few cool glitches in this game, like I'm about to show you one right now. This is, I don't really want to show you glitches and stuff. Actually, yeah, I'm not going to show you any glitches. Sorry if I got your hopes up. But some interesting stuff you could do in Majora's Mask is that there is an interesting glitch called the 4th day glitch where you go to the clock tower, you know, not the clock tower, the observatory. You can actually look through the telescope and on like the final 2 milliseconds of time, you can just mash V to close out of it, and you'll have advanced past the final day, skipping the moon crashing cutscene, and thus it'll be a 4th day. This might sound useful because then you'll have an unlimited amount of time and the timer will go away, but it's not. Pretty much every entity that follows a schedule will be gone, and it'll be impossible to do a lot of the side quests in the game, and heck, even a lot of required stuff in the game becomes impossible to do. So I wouldn't recommend doing it unless you just want to prove how good you are at glitches. And also, I guess one more thing we could talk about while we're running out the clock is that there's actually an interesting theory about Majora's Mask that when Link entered Termina at the beginning of the game, he actually died from the fall, and the whole journey he takes in Majora's Mask is actually his trip to the afterlife. There's a lot of pieces of evidence that, like, the Elegy of Emptiness statues are like memorials to the dead, and even the main piece of evidence is that the 5 lands in Termina that Link goes throughout represent like the stages of grief, of death, or something, like denial, anger. Yeah. Like I honestly don't believe it because I don't think there's enough proof to prove that Link is dead in this game. And honestly, I think there's even more proof that he isn't dead in this game. But, you know, just something I thought I'd share. And one more thing I want to talk about, while we're doing this. Majora's Mask was one of the first Zelda games I ever played, and because of that, I had to get a lot of help when I was beating this game. Especially in Icona Canyon. Like, before Icona Canyon, I only needed help for like 5 things. But when I got to Icona Canyon, I needed help for like 13 or 15 different things. So yeah. Although it would have helped if I knew the gallows actually had a bigger purpose than just enemies that you normally face. Like, if I'd known the gallows actually gave you hints as to what to do, then I probably wouldn't have needed to go online for hints so many times. But anyway, even though I needed a lot of help to beat this game, I still love it. It still stands to be my favorite Zelda game to date. And with that, it is the final hours. Alright, so now it's time to confront Skull Kid again. Sis! Tail! Swamp, mountain, ocean, canyon. Hurry! The 4 who are there, bring them here. Don't speak out of line, stupid fairy! That's it, we don't let things go the way you expect them to. Well, whatever. Even if they were to come now, they wouldn't be able to handle me. Just look above you. If it's something that can be stopped, then just try to stop it. Alright, let's play the Oath to Order again. Why do I keep playing it wrong? There we go. a lot smaller from that angle. And also, in the time it took me to play the Oath to Order, don't you think Skull Kid should have stopped me from playing it? Just in case you're wondering, no, there is no way to skip this cutscene since even if we've already seen it, even if we already seen it. But even still, I really like this cutscene. The music is awesome, and it just shows all the giants who have been guarding this world for so long finally unite in the center of it to stop the moon and from falling and destroying the world that they've been protecting for so long. Like, I really love this cutscene. Also, ouch, that must have hurt his foot. He stepped on a really pointy fountain. They all stop it. Bring an end to the moon's collision course with Termina. And also, something else interesting is that originally there was going to be 7 days in this game, and you're going to originally buy time with rupees instead of playing the Song of Time. I just thought I'd say that because it is something interesting. It stopped. One thing you're going to notice about these next cutscenes, Tattle's lines actually change. Tail! Well, now he should be awake. Stand up! Wait, sis, the Scully, don't blame him. Yeah, I know, the Scully was lonely because nobody wanted to be his friend, blah, blah, blah. And the power of the mask made him do it because it was too much for him to handle. How did you know that, sis? Certainly, he had far too many weaknesses to use my power. A power that can no longer be used as mere garbage. This poet's role has just ended. It can't be. Then that moon. Yeah, that's something I like. It actually acknowledges that you beat the game before because Tattle's lines actually change, and if you don't beat the game, then they're just the same. So I like that. It actually does that. It does actually acknowledge that you've beaten the final boss by changing up Tattle's lines because she knows what's going to happen. Don't worry, just leave it to your sister. Well, you're going in, aren't you? You can't do anything down here. Let's go. And the thing is, ever since I joined you, you never want to give up. Always want to try. I admire it. Aw, thanks, Tattle. And now we are once again inside the moon, ready to battle Majora's Mask once again. I could always just... I said I'd use the bunny out a lot in this Let's Play, but yet this is the final bonus video that I'm doing in this Let's Play, and yet I've hardly ever used it. Will you play with me? You have only weak masks, so you'll play? Yep, if you didn't get rid of all of your masks, then he won't give you the Fierce Deity's masks, and his lines change. But anyway, we'll be the Fierce Deity again, who also looks a lot like Link. I didn't think I would have to point this out, but just in case you didn't notice, I have no words for you. He looks a lot like adult Link from Ocarina of Time. And it is time to face the final boss of this game. Again. Step 1 for fighting Majora's Mask as the Fierce Deity. It's the exact same as every other boss so far. Z target, then press B, press B, press B, press B. Only after one hit with the Great Fairy. Actually, I guess in the last episode I said the Great Fairy Sword and the Fierce Deity Sword were about up to par with each other. But I guess not, since it took 2 hits with the Great Fairy Sword to knock down Majora before, and it only took 1 hit with the Fierce Deity Sword. But anyway, we actually took down 2 for the price of 1 with that one sword beam. We took down, like, I believe it was Jorgen Twinmo with just 1 sword slash. Jump attack! Yeah, just for some extra try, I'm gonna do a jump attack. And already into his next phase. This is why I didn't want to do it. I didn't want to do the Fierce Deity in this fight the first time around, since it would be way too easy. And once again, we get to see Majora's nipple eyes again. I really need to stop saying that. And if you thought we destroyed Majora's incarnation before, hey, look, he's doing dancing. Just look at that. Wait, I hate you when you're still running around. I think it actually took me more time to destroy. Actually, yeah, I think it took me more time to destroy Majora's incarnation this time than it did with normal Link. And also, I have to talk really loudly to talk over the music. I noticed that with the finale. Yeah, we are destroying him. Already dead. So yeah, as you can see, the Fierce Deity makes you absolutely unbeatable. Well, except for against one mold and maybe Goat. But the other 3 bosses, they stand no chance against you. Which is why I didn't want to fight Majora like this the first time around. So it would be way too easy and I wouldn't get to show off my awesome gamer skills. I'm just kidding, I'm a terrible gamer. But anyway, that is all for this episode. And with that, all for this Let's Play in general. Next time, which will probably be a week from the day I'm recording this, we will be starting a new Let's Play. I've already talked about it a little on my Twitter, but in case you don't look at my Twitter, I won't spoil it for you. See you guys next time. Mechmaster, out.